It's Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater. Tonight, join Johnny and his guest, actress Donna Scott, comedian Anthony Crawford, the music of Cice and Seneca, with our house band Crackers and Snackmeat with James Lee Walker II. I'm Sid Davis, and now here he is, the Sultan of Silly, Johnny Millwater. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go! Welcome! Welcome! Thank you so much. Hang in there. You're going to like some of it. Thank you so much, and welcome to Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater. I am your host, Johnny, and you are in for a treat tonight. This may be the best show we've ever done. Don't you think, Sid?
I think this show is going to cure cancer in lab rats.
Wow. It's pretty good. Hey, speaking of laboratories, there was a story in the news last week. I don't know if you heard about this. In London, England, I wish that was slightly closer. In London, England, the world's first laboratory-grown hamburger was served to taste experts. They grew it in a laboratory in a little petri dish. They served it up to people who eat food for a living. They said it tasted, and I quote, close to meat. Huh? Close to meat, like chicken McNuggets. Can you imagine? Now, I'm told that they grew it from stem cells out of calves, and it cost $332,000 to produce that hamburger. It's true. With cheese, it would have been $500,000. Yeah. Okay.
$300,000 for a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
That's still cheaper than room service. Realistic applause, not you just sit there. All right.
Well, hey, here's something interesting I saw on the internet. You guys have the internet here in Charlotte? Yeah? Okay, cool. I love the internet. I found a picture on the internet that's fascinating, and this is absolutely real. It's a couple on their wedding day, all right? And they have their wedding picture being taken, and there's sort of an unexpected guest photobombing the picture. Take a look at this. This is real. You see that? An actual live tiger showed up in the middle of their wedding picture.
That's real?
That's absolutely real.
No photo. That's a 1 in a million thing. That can only happen.
Right? You would think that, but I know this isn't the first time this has happened because I Googled it. I was interested. I Googled it. I found a few more examples. Like, for example, I was married on the beach, Sid. It's a kind of a romantic thing. I found a beach wedding with an unexpected photobomb. Take a look at this. Huh? Don't see that coming.
Yeah, he wasn't on the guest list.
And I'm originally from Tampa, Florida. There's a place in Tampa, Florida called Busch Gardens. It's a safari park. There was a couple that got married. Yeah, it's a great place. There's a couple that got married at the safari park, and they showed up in the picture too. Check this out. Never see that. And this has been going on for centuries, man. I found one picture. It's another beach wedding, but this is over 100 years old. And this is another. Take a look at this.
That's a friend of the groom.
And of course, there's one more. It's kind of hard, sort of hard to feel sorry for these guys because they weren't even paying attention. Check out this last one. You guys are doing great.
That's a bad omen.
Yeah, you're not even paying attention. And you got to feed all those people. That's the worst part. Yeah. As I said before, I'm originally from Florida. Anybody here from Florida? One gerbil from Florida is here tonight. The heat shrinks the vocal cords until you sound like a mouse being stepped on. What's that? Oh, you sink? Okay, well, I hope you feel, but this ought to cheer you up because it's a story out of Florida. As you know, if you're from Tampa, we have the best roller coasters and homeless people in the entire world. And there was a woman who was busted last week for sort of panhandling on the side of the road. You know how people are at the stoplights with the signs. She wasn't trying to make money for food or trying to make money for shelter. She was trying to get breast implants. That's absolutely true. She had a sign that said, "Will work for boobs." Yeah. You got to wonder how she was holding it, though, you know, because she can't be like that. It's got to be kind of like... Right? That's how I see it.
If a month later you come back and she's holding it like this, you know she got half the money.
Yeah. The good news is if she successfully gets the breast implants, we know she'll never be hungry again.
Never.
And one last story, and this is, again, absolutely true. It sounds crazy, but in Italy last week, a doctor needed 40 stitches after an 81-year-old patient stormed her office and attacked her with a machete. That's true. 81-year. Hey, she's got to be a pretty good doctor if she's got an 81-year-old patient who can wield a machete. I mean, my grandfather can't even hold a fork. Yeah. It's hard to feel sorry for her, too, because how do you not see him coming? Hey, you're going to feel a little pinch. I also can't help but picturing him in the waiting room for 2 hours. Like, it's my turn. They all sound like Mario from Mario Brothers in my head.
All because he was angry. That's right. Yeah, that's what happens when you run out of comment cards.
Well, ladies,
a lot funny in rehearsal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastic show tonight. I know you're going to have a great time. We have actress Donna Scott is here tonight. Going to learn a little something about Charlotte Theater. Yeah. A very funny man, Mr. Anthony Crawford, will be performing comedy for you tonight. You got to love Anthony Crawford. And we have the music of Cice and Matthew Seneca, so you don't want to miss that. And as always, our house band, the rockin'est people in Charlotte. It's Crackers and Snackmeat. Take us home, boys. We'll be right back.
Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater is brought to you by Biggs Camera. For more than 40 years, Biggs Camera has offered the latest cutting-edge film and digital photographic equipment and hard-to-find and collectible items to all photographers, professionals, amateurs, and hobbyists. Biggs Camera, making photography simple since 1959.
Introducing the all-in-one utility app. It will turn your smartphone into any tool imaginable. It can be a drill. It can be a bottle opener. It can be any tool you can imagine. The all-in-one utility app. Can you afford not to have one? Don't you dare click that mouse. Crazy Late will be right back.
I'm telling you, I was set up. I'm here for kidnapping and assault and beating to death a 350-pound biker named Snake. Don't let your fears stand in the way of your dreams, baby. I am here for you. Now, if you are tired of heartache, tears, and lies, then please write to this woman who could be released as early as March 2007-8. And I am willing to relocate for the right man. And please, send some soap on a rope.
Welcome back. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. We are back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some of you may not know this, but here at Crazy Late, we have a team of over 50 people who work hard to make this show come out once every month or once every several months. Whenever we can. The important thing that you need to realize is not only are these hard-working cast and crew members incredibly gifted at the jobs they do, almost every single one of them is also a performer or stand-up comic of some kind. We have an overflow of talent here on the show. So tonight we're going to present you a little something we like to call Talent Overload. We're going to introduce you tonight to a couple of old friends and a couple of new friends from right here in Charlotte. Our first performer, ladies and gentlemen, is an incredibly funny man. He is the fossil back from the prehistoric era. He is escapee from the rest home. He's off his rocker. It is the Funky Geezer.
Hello, everybody. How you doing tonight? It's so great to be here with Johnny again. I love this guy too much. They want me to do longevity tips because I lived a long time, and I'm so old. I'm so old that when God said, "Let there be light," I flipped on the switch. But number one longevity tip would be, when you have bad eyesight, you also lose weight, or the ability to see the scales. There's nothing like getting up, jogging 6 miles, then taking an ice cold shower. There's nothing like it, so I don't do it. Eat in a revolving restaurant. You can do the laps as you have lunch. Don't forget your brain needs exercise too. Spend lots of time thinking up excuses for not working out. Okay, I worked out in the gym today for 30 minutes, and I felt 10 minutes younger. I lost 20 minutes there somewhere. I don't know what. Now remember, eat desserts, please. That's right. Being stressed is the leading cause of dying young. Remember, stressed, spelled backwards, is desserts. And everything you live for, remember this: overreaction will kill you early. So, especially the young ladies out there, PMS is another word for overreaction. I'm out of here. I'll see you later.
The Funky Geezer. I love Woody. I love Woody. That is his 4th appearance on Crazy Late, and I hope he's here more and more often. Our next guest is appearing for the very first time. He's part of an exchange program. Once a year, we like to send one of our interns over to the United Kingdom. I believe he's working on Doctor Who. And they send one of their interns here to work on our show. So one of our interns is here tonight. Now, be careful. He's a very shy man, but he likes to express himself through poetry. Please give a warm welcome to our intern, Edmund.
Growing up English, I feel out of place. It's not my fault we're God's chosen race. I'm ripped and torn by the young lads at school. They call me Fancy Nancy and make me the fool. But I reach deep within and touch my inner queen. Her confidence sustains me, makes me feel redeemed. So my prayer to the world is to let me be who I am and not be my dad who doesn't give a damn.
Pretty good. I enjoyed
Applause.
that. That's good. Edmund. I enjoyed that, but could you give us another one?
Yes, Johnny.
Thank you.
This is a poem I wrote to express the complications of my love life. I diffle and daffle with my girls in life. They try to change me, cause me all kinds of strife. Sometimes they're bold, sometimes they're gentle. No matter which way, they all drive me mental. So now I'm alone with a smile on my face. I don't need no dame, I don't need no lace. But once in a while, I pick up the hunt. Then I change my mind, because I won't date another.
Edmund, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Edmund. We got to get our Doctor Who guy back. That's not as acceptable in our culture, Edmund.
That was heads up.
Wow, you never know. It's the excitement of live television. Our next performer is a very funny man who performs here in Charlotte doing stand-up comedy. But tonight, he's doing something a little bit different. He's appearing on the show for the very first time, and he is performing his magic act, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a warm welcome to Snyder.
Snyder here. sometimes Snyder gets nervous, so I want to make it feel like it's my bedroom. Tonight, Snyder will be turning Humphrey the bear into a tuba.
Wow. Wow.
You can all see this is an empty box. There is no tricks and no tuba inside. Now we will put Humphrey into the box. And let the magic begin. Abra-a-dabra, boogity boo. Please turn Humphrey into a tuba. Ta-da!
That's still a bear.
I think we did something wrong. Try it again. Boogity, boo, zippity, do. Turn Humphrey into a tuba. Ta-da! Snyder should have practiced more.
Snyder, ladies and gentlemen, Snyder. He's performing magic for the first time. Trying so hard. That's an ambitious thing. I've never seen anybody turn a bear into a tuba. Hopefully they'll come back and try again.
You still haven't either.
Our final performer tonight is well known in the Charlotte area for her crazy tweeting and her shopping addiction, yet somehow she still holds the title of Mrs. Queen City. Please welcome with the Twitter report, Shannon Dawn Rauch.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, so here's the Twitter report. Popular radio talk show host Glenn Beck declared today Mock Obama Day on his nationally syndicated radio show. He also tried to take it with a hashtag onto Twitter, hashtag Mock Obama Day. When Twitter was asked for comment, the entire Twitterverse said, hashtag business as usual. I have a meat story since you started meat stories.
I love a meat story.
I have a meat story. You guys want to hear a meat story? It's not dirty.
Meat.
A meat story. All right, UK supermarket darling. Tesco fell from grace a little earlier this year when it was accused of inadvertently selling horse meat to customers. The lab reports recently came in and confirmed that indeed there was over 50% of horse meat detected in the packages. The proof was in the DNA. Okay, in San Francisco, plans for a revolutionary Hyperloop transport system have been unveiled. This is cool, we need one here. Passengers would sit in vacuum-like tubes and be launched from LA to San Francisco. Special turbines would convert the screams of terrified passengers into kinetic energy. and it's expected to cut commute times to from 1/4 to 1/2, depending on how terrified the passengers are. Phase 2 will be rolled out and expected to run and utilize on biofuel, aka hashtag excretion products at a later date. That's your Twitter report.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Dawn Rauch. Wonderful, Shannon. And that's a little something we like to call crazy late talent overload. Stick around, we'll be right back. Oh man, that's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Stick around, we'll be right back. There we go. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
And I'm Florentine Method. I'm a lawyer.
Say, is Johnny Law trying to put the kibosh on your speakeasy?
Has some swindling haberdasher sold you a fedora that ain't worth a hill of beans?
Is your neighborhood being overrun by Hebrews, darkies, and the goddamn Irish? Then you need Happenstance and Murphy. Happenstance and Murphy is Chicago's #1 practitioner of racist law.
God's law.
For over 3 decades, we've been pounding patties, annoying Negroes, and jerking around the Jews.
Did you know we were the 1931 anti-Semites of the year?
Take that, Henry Ford.
Why, just last week we helped Mr. Abel Johnson recover full restitution when some gorilla groped his girlfriend.
You mean to say some mooly mulled his maul?
Yep, some kook cleaned his companion's pup.
And we got him cash. We specialize in character assassination, fisticuffs, and this week we're running a special, a white sale, on dirty looks.
The old stinker. Buy one, get one free.
So, if you're white,
but not Irish, Jewish, or Catholic,
then call Happenstance and Murphy. That'll show 'em. You're watching Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater. Good call.
Though I am incarcerated, I am mentally and spiritually free. My hobbies are jet skiing, fishing, and making jailhouse hooch. I don't smoke, but I am a social drinker. Whatever fate or destiny has brought you to me at this point, I hope I can open your heart and arouse your curiosity enough to elicit a response from you. Until our hearts meet on paper. Very lovingly, yours.
And we are back. Oh man, wasn't that sketch fantastic?
This is Groundhog Day.
I hope I get to do this segment for the rest of my life because I've never been happier.
Every morning that alarm will go off and here it'll be.
But it has been a great show so far, and it's just going to get better and better. And I have a great feeling about our next guest. She is a very charming woman, I think, and she's an actress.
Very patient woman.
A very patient, very charming woman. She's also an actress, thank goodness, and a film and theater producer right here in Charlotte. Please give a warm first-time welcome to Donna Scott. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. This is the one. This is the one. Welcome to the show, Donna. Thank you so much for being here. You look amazing tonight.
Thanks, Johnny.
Appreciate you getting all dressed up.
Great to hear these fabulous people.
Isn't this a great crowd? Love these folks. One of the best we ever had. Now, you're here tonight, to tell you the truth, we saw you for the very first time on the cover of Creative Loafing just a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah. And in fact, I think we even have a picture of that. There's right there. Huh? Look at that. That's a big deal. Creative Loafing, it goes everywhere. Now, did it change your life at all? Did people recognize you on the street, that kind of thing?
All the time they run up to me and ask me about my mid-century house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What's a Byzantine house?
Mid-century.
Oh, mid-century house. That makes much more sense than Byzantine. which I'm not sure is a word or a thing. But you have a mid-century house. I have one as well, but that wasn't on purpose. I just couldn't afford a new one. Now now I understand you're very much into the retro thing, just like we are here on the show. You're very much into what, the 50s and 60s? Is that about right?
Yes, it's my very favorite time.
Yeah, it's
I
just
love the style of it.
Eh?
Nice. Nice. You're looking very Mad Men.
Well, I'm trying my best. If John Hamm ate 3 hams, that's what I look like. But I know it's much your passion. And how did they discover you? How did they find out that you were the one for the cover?
I think actually I had some friends that knew that I was redecorating a home that my husband and I bought, so they kind of turned me in, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm very glad they did, because I'm glad to meet you. And let's say, I understand that you are an independent theater producer.
Yes.
In addition to the other artistry that you do. Now, what exactly is an independent theater producer?
If you're an independent theater producer, what it means is that you don't typically produce your shows in the same spot all the time. I don't have a theater that I always go to, for example. Yes, I float around. And I usually like to collaborate with theaters in town, and that's how I do my projects.
It sounds like it'd be tricky. Isn't there an easier way?
Well, I'd like to think that there is. There's a lot of independent theater producers here in town, and one of the things that I'm involved in right now that I'm really excited about is a strategic task force initiative, which sounds very fancy.
You're a spy?
Yes. But it's actually to help us advocate for the theater arts in Charlotte. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to start.
Yeah. We're big advocates.
Yeah.
We love theater, and we love the arts in Charlotte. That's kind of what we do here, is we try to bring people together to produce something for fun, to produce something that sort of raises everybody up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Do you find it tricky? I find that when you're working with creative people, it's like herding cats, you know? Is it a challenge for you?
Well, you know, I mean, creative people are creative, and so that makes them fun, and you have to be, like, willing to kind of go with a lot of that fun a lot of the time.
I like somebody who's willing to go with it. I admire that.
Yeah.
I truly do. Now, they're in the wrong order. You'd think by the 3rd rehearsal I would have gotten it. Now, what is it that you're working on right now? Exactly what are you trying to raise up with the strategic initiative?
Well, what we're doing is it's being hosted by the Arts and Science Council of Charlotte, and we're working with Patton and Associates, and we're working to raise awareness for theater in Charlotte, and also because we have so many independent theater groups out there, we want to share our stuff a little bit more. You know, we work kind of in a vacuum, and we reinvent the wheel every time we do a show. And what we'd like to do is actually share some things, share some resources, and all of that. So that's what we're looking to do, and we're actually working on a 10-year plan.
Ooh.
And in 10 years, I would like, actually, it's a 10-year plan with goals for 3 years. So it's a 10-year vision for theater in Charlotte. So it's
in 3-year increments. And then a 1-year increment.
Yes. You have to break it down, else it seems like too much.
So what's about, like, let's say the next 3 years, what do you hope to accomplish?
Well, we certainly would like to have more people coming to theater in Charlotte. I mean, that's the big.
How many people here have never been to a live theater performance in Charlotte, North Carolina? There you go. All right. So that's a lot of people who have.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a lot of people that have. But I would love to personally invite you. We have lots of theaters in Charlotte, and you can actually go to the charlottecultureguide.com, and you can find out about a lot of the theater going on there.
There's a culture guide?
Yes, there is. And on that culture guide, it's actually sponsored by the Arts and Science Council. There are a lot of arts, different arts exhibits that are happening that are all listed on there. So if you have family in town or you just want to go do something artsy, you can look on there and find something fun to do.
Well, definitely do anything you can to support the arts here in Charlotte, because we need all the help that we can get. I promise you that.
Yeah.
And it's a great place for it. The talent level here is unbelievable, isn't it?
I agree.
I think people across the country, they truly underestimate the amount of talent that comes out of North Carolina. They write us off because we're the southern state. They don't realize how hard people work and how much they try to create.
Yeah, it's true. I really love that you have all Charlotte locally based artists here, and I do the same thing with my shows. So it's really great to support the people that are living in the town that they want to work in. So thanks again, you guys, for coming out.
And thank you. And thank you so much for being on the show. And if you want to learn out more about Donna, and I know that you do, check out the next issue, the September issue of South Park Magazine, where she's one of the female producers to watch in Charlotte. Is that right? Congratulations.
Right. Yeah.
And I love watching female producers. I'm married to a female producer. I love them. And also, you can follow her career and all the projects at her website, which is www.donnascottproductions.com. So once again, thank you to Donna Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. Stick around. We'll be right back with Anthony Crawford. Thanks for being patient.
hello. Funky Geezer here. How you doing? This is an instructional video on how to recycle plastic. So first of all, I'll show you the plastic. There's the plastic. There's the recycle bin right there. You got recycle right there. See, recycle right there. I'm going to recycle plastic, but I figured if I were to recycle this plastic, be logical. Logical is practical. Practical is sensible. Sensible saves time and money. So here's our plastic launcher. So to keep it from walking 100 steps out there to the plastic thing, we just kind of sort of do it like that. Yeah, there's one. There's a launcher out there. Yeah, that's. See, now this is the way that we recycle here in North Carolina. It's just the way things are done. It's just the best way I've found to make things work for you in a logical, practical, sensible, and save steps kind of way. I like logical, sensible, practical, and logical. Oh, look, I found a dime. And see, I'm saving money already. I just cannot believe there's one more. Uh-oh, got a log jam right here. And if you have a log jam, you just... log jams work. See? Now, don't forget to recycle. Have a nice day.
Excuses build monuments to nothing, and therefore I have none. I am currently incarcerated because I was convicted. I enjoy cooking, shopping, bowling, movies, horseback riding, traveling, and candlelight dinners. Sometimes, I like to just chill with someone very special. You'll have to get me on paper for this website since I am unable to text message, Facebook, or call because my landlord doesn't allow computers or cell phones in this exclusive, well-gated community. Even if you don't feel like writing, how about a book of stamps? You are forever man.
Adventure continues. We are back. Our comedian tonight has been taking the North Carolina comedy scene by storm. He's originally from High Point, North Carolina. Please welcome a very funny man, Anthony Crawford.
Hey! Hey! Yes! Made it to the top. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right. Yeah. Shows how much I cared. I wore the same outfit I wear to job interviews for this. Yes. 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 I'm going to be somebody one day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm from High Point, North Carolina. That's what I expected. No, Jim, don't pity me. Don't pity clap. That's sad. Oh, this is cool. All we got is furniture and Fantasia Barrino. That's all we got. I'm okay with that. I'm fine, you know. But here's what sucks about High Point. For every good thing we got, it's something that sucks. Horribly. Horribly. Like, we got our own bank. Charlotte don't have its own bank. We got our own bank, High Point Bank. We do. But its slogan is terrible. High Point Bank, a bank so good you only find it in one location. Yeah, that happened. That's on a billboard. Yeah, we did that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm single. Ladies, don't start now. I'll come out of this tie. I'm single. I've been trying to get a girl, but I can't. I've been trying desperately. But unfortunately, because of my living situation, I'm kind of screwed. It's not going to happen. Now, I know some of y'all immediately thinking, oh, man, this dude lives with his mama. No, I don't. Moved out 2 years ago. Now, true story, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I live with my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. in a one-bedroom apartment. Yeah. I sleep on the couch, but it's my couch. You know what I'm saying? I brought something to the table, damn it. She can kick me out right now. I'll be the most furnished homeless dude you ever seen in your life. It's my stuff. But I can't get any. I try, ladies and gentlemen. I try. Baby, just one time. Let's just do this one time. She's like, no, I've been there, done that. You better giggity yourself. Work it out. And I can't do that, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm a dude. I don't buy lotion. So I gotta use her lotion. And it makes me feel like less of a man. You know what I mean? I can't feel manly, my penis smell like cucumber melon. I can't do that. Can't be a thug, my balls got glitter on them. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. It's another reason why I can't get a girl, ladies and gentlemen, it's because I realized something that is real. It's real. Not nary a woman in here thinks it's sexy for their man's ribs to show. Not nary. Not even Ethiopian and Somalian women thinks it's sexy for their man's ribs show. My ribs been showing all my life, ladies and gentlemen. I can have everything in the room perfect. Perfect. Room smelling like lavender and chamomile. Got Boyz II Men, Barry White playing in the background. I done dropped my voice down an octave. Yeah. Give it a sexy breath that, ooh. Ah, girl. Ooh, this is gonna be amazing. Ah. Then I take my shirt off, straight xylophone action that happened down my side. The whole time I'm thinking I'm gonna tear her world up. I'm gonna make her say my name backwards in Chinese tonight. In her mind the whole time she's like, you know, for 67 cents a day. Probably really helped this guy. You know what I mean? Y'all laughing at my pain, people. This is honest, man. This is true. I've been trying. I try all the time. I remember last time I tried to pick this one girl up. She looked at me like I was crazy. She did. I was mad, man. I was mad. Just because I'm riding a bicycle don't mean I'm broke. You know what I mean? Like, how come, ladies, how come you can't look at a man on a bicycle and think he might be the one? You know what I mean? It's true, man. I ride on a Mercedes-Benz of bikes, too. I ride a 2013 Huffy Backwater with 6 speeds and no brakes because I'm hood like that. Oh, man. Yeah, so, bye.
Anthony Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. Great job, Anthony. Thanks a lot. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Anthony Crawford. Hey, stop! Don't throw that old phone book away.
But I use the internet now.
Well, tell me this, friend. Can the internet stop a bullet? Phone books can. Can the internet be turned into a piñata? Phone books can. Can the internet get a confession out of a suspect? Phone books can. That's right, phone books. They can be used to start a fire, improve your posture, sop up unsightly messes. Phone books. Still hanging in there.
Sup, ladies? My name is Xavier Cox, host of Chick Magnet with Xavier Cox. This week's show is all about those hen-pecked husbands. Has your marriage become boneless? I will teach you how to add those original herbs and spice back to your bedroom. Yeah, that's right. All you have to do is watch Chick Magnet with Xavier Cox, Wednesdays at 4 a.m. Get your cluck on.
If you'd like to be part of our studio audience, send an email to requesttickets@crazylate.com and receive up to 4 tickets for our next taping.
Oh, yeah. Wow, your hands are looking pretty clean.
Yes, they sure should. I wash them 4 times a day to combat germs and bacteria.
Nice. Do you use soap and hot water?
Yes, I do.
Should I wash my hands if I only went number 1?
Every time.
I'm a Christian. Do I need to wash my hands?
Absolutely.
I wash my hands approximately 47 times a day. Is that a serious sign of something?
Yes, you need to see a therapist.
And your hands are still dirty.
Wash your hands.
But only your own!
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? I'm currently studying culinary arts and small engine repair. That way, when I get out, I can open my own restaurant or lawn service. I have a good business sense and have several businesses running on the inside. If you're looking for an ambitious self-starter, then look no further for your big man on campus. I want to see your picture in my yearbook of life.
And we are back with comedian Anthony Crawford. Thank you so much for being here tonight. That was a fantastic set. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Wasn't he fantastic? It's amazing. Never know. Now, I have been a fan of yours for years, Anthony. You're hilarious, but I know lots of hilarious people. What I've always admired about you was your willingness to go anywhere, anytime, to do comedy. Like this man, when he was starting out, we all do open mics here in town, and we go here and there. Anthony would drive, what, 10 hours, 15 hours every single week, just going to go do 5 minutes in Greensboro, then 2.5 hours, 5 minutes in Charlotte, then 2.5 hours. Is that about right? Am I exaggerating?
Yeah, exaggerate a little bit, but it makes me sound good. Keep it up.
No, all right. Wow.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, because High Point sucks. No, I love High Point.
They don't get it in here, don't worry.
But anybody that grew up in High Point, they know. So it's all right. That's why I always got to travel elsewhere.
And that's how it's got to be done, right? You can't stay home and be funny. You got to go to where the people are.
Right. And you have to.
Now, how did you know? How did you know that this was your calling? Because you're driven. You're unbelievable. I mean, not literally and figuratively. You're driven. More than almost any kind. I mean, you work harder than almost anybody I've met. When did you first hear the call?
Actually, I lost a bet.
Really?
I lost a bet on my 18th birthday.
With the devil?
I mean, no, he wasn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
No, he wasn't devil.
I misread that tweet.
Yeah, but no, I lost a bet. It was a stupid bet. I knew better than to make this bet, but for some reason, I was like, I'm stupid. It'll work. And
who was the bet with?
Honestly, I can't remember his name, and that is a true story.
So it might be the devil.
He might be. He might be. But hey, man, thanks, buddy. Good for you.
Whatever it is, put you on the right path.
Yeah.
And how long's it been now? How many years you're out there making people laugh?
Since '98. Somebody that can do math, tell me how long that is. I don't know.
For me, it was 96. That's 15 years.
Yes.
That's impressive. And it's the first time I've ever seen you in a clean shirt.
Yeah.
In all those 15 years. Thank you for dressing up. It's nice. It's classy.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really thank Banana Republic. They was open, and I appreciated that.
There you go. And that's another thing about you, too. I mean, you dress well, you're slick, and I don't know if you know, you've gotten a little bit of a reputation out on the road now as kind of a lady killer, you know? And the women enjoy the Anthony Crawford. And I'm just wondering, because, you know, you're kind of good looking, but you're not crazy good looking. No, I'm not even kind of good looking. No,
stop, man.
I didn't mean to be mean. I said kind of good looking.
Thanks.
Now it's weird, but I'm just saying, is there a secret beyond just, does anybody else hear that sound? That's That'll happen from time to time. There's somebody put a microphone on the dog in the back, and he's scooching across the floor. Well, that's good. That gives me a chance to cut out that kind of good-looking crap I just said. I regret that. But like now, Anthony, you've gotten a little bit of a reputation on the road. Now, you're obviously a very good-looking man.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
But I think, right? It's a handsome fella. It's a handsome fella. But that's not enough. You can't just be good-looking and get the ladies the way you do. What's your secret?
I don't have a car.
That's positive? That's a good thing?
It is when everybody you know with cars is female.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So when you're going to Greensboro, when you're going the 15 hours, you find a pretty girl to drive you?
Pretty much. That's what happens. And unfortunately, it causes me not to be able to pick up women in the town.
Sure.
You know? But I have at least 10, 15 hours confined with this lady. And if I can't get her in 10 to 12 hours, I ain't want her in the first place.
There you go. But then the drive home's a little uncomfortable, isn't it?
Not if you sleep like I do. Yeah. If she can't capture my attention long enough for me to stay awake and think I have a shot, then she's not the one. She's not the one. She's not the one.
Advice for the ages.
I try, man. Also, having a DUI helps.
Sure, that helps the options.
Yeah, I thought
lets the ladies know you like to party.
Yeah, socially though, socially. I'm not one of those. I'ma cry in the basement while stroking the cat drunks.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those.
I don't have a basement.
I'm just saying.
What kind of drunk are you?
Hey man, you did a good job. You want a shot? I'm one of those kind of drunks. Like, yeah, thanks. I'll take it. Anybody else in here think I did a good job? Well, go for it.
That's a rare treat. Rarely on a talk show does the audience get to buy the comedian shots.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a trendsetter here. I'm trying to be a trendsetter.
Well, you are a trendsetter, man. You're a very unpredictable man. I mean, to look at, for example, I was reading your Facebook page earlier today, and it turns out that you are a huge Harry Potter fan. Is that right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's always one. It's always one. Yeah, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan because I love gangster movies.
I never really considered Harry Potter gangster.
Most people don't. But honestly, it's one of the most gangster movies ever made for two different reasons.
How so?
Two reasons. First, never in cinema history has there been a bad guy who's such a badass that they couldn't say his name. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that'd be awesome. Like, I'd love to have that power. You know, you go on Maury, Lashika, who's the baby daddy, he should never be named. That'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Also saves you on child support and paperwork.
And then on the other side, Harry Potter's the most gangster movie because it came up with the most gangster sport ever created.
Quidditch is gangster? How? No, that's ridiculous. How is Quidditch gangster?
Quidditch is gangster because what other sport do you know the game's immediately over when you catch a snitch?
Well, you're a very funny man, Anthony. I really appreciate you being here tonight. And if you love Anthony's comedy like you do, like I do, don't forget to check out his new CD. It's called Anthony Crawford, The Funniest Man You Never Heard Of. That's available on your Twitter page. Is that right?
Yes, Twitter. And if I wouldn't have dropped out of computer science, I'd had PayPal by now. It's coming.
So what? They tweet you and then you go to the house and you get $10? Or
yeah, and then
you have a girl drive you?
You know that UPS envelope that you can just send stuff. I do that.
Well, check it out.
Seriously, look me up on Twitter and I'll tell you.
He's at Crawford Comedy, so don't forget to check that out on Twitter. And one more time for the very funny Anthony Crawford. I hope you'll be back soon.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. Stick around.
Thank you.
Hello. If you're like me, someday you'll die. When that time comes, do you want your loved ones discovering your despicable collection of pornography? Then you need Porn Buddy. Here's how it works. Step 1. Visit our service center and complete a 12-point erotica inventory. Step 2, we'll implant you with a subdermal microchip to track and monitor your vital signs. Step 3, you die. Our team discreetly removes your loathsome smut. It's as easy as that. Porn Buddy, we'll take your secrets to the grave.
Your confiscated filth will be sent to horny children in the third world.
Come along with me on my journey of knowledge and love. Most women accept making mistakes as a part of learning, and a person with no experience knows nothing at all. My passion for learning is what got me incarcerated in the first place. See, I learned that armed robbery will get you 7 to 10, and that's some very important information. Let me know if you have knowledge you'd like to share with me, or some naked photos.
You're up crazy late. Our musical guest tonight is an oboist with the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra, and she'll be performing tonight accompanied by a singer-songwriter on classical guitar. Please welcome Erica Cice and Matthew Seneca.
Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving. Oh, how can they know it's time for them to go? By the winter fire, I will still be dreaming. I do not count the time. For who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? I know I'm not alone while my love is near me. I know it will be so till it's time to go. So calm the storms of winter, and the birds of spring again. I do not fear the tide. For who knows how my love grows? Who knows where the tide goes? where the tide goes.
Once again, Cice and Matthew Seneca, ladies and gentlemen. And if you love that as much as I did, don't forget the Charlotte Symphony season kicks off September 27th and 28th with Gustav Holst's masterpiece, The Planets, and other upcoming shows that feature Chicago and the Indigo Girls. So don't miss that. Tickets are available at www.charlottesymphony.org. And if you love Matthew Seneca, check out his website at www.matthewseneca.com and buy his new CD, Blues and Ballads, featuring 10 additional songs and arrangements available on iTunes. Once again, Cice and Matthew Seneca. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey, my name is Juicy Fruit, and I'm in confinement for being so fine. I'm a lost angel in a ruined paradise. Love is what brought Juicy Fruit here, and love will bring us together. I know what you're thinking. How can Juicy Fruit be lonely while being surrounded by all these mans? Well, I've been here for 22 years, and Juicy Fruit needs some fresh friends. How about you? If you think you can handle a Juicy Fruit cocktail, please respond.
Stick around for more Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for walking here at home. Thank you very much to the Comedy Zone for giving us a place to play. Thank you to my guests, Donna Scott, Anthony Crawford, Cice, and Matthew Seneca. And don't miss next month's show where our guests will be Julie Emmons, Donna Carter, and the return of Sarah Clanton Schaefer. Thanks again for being part of the show. Thanks to Sid. Thanks to Crackers and Snackmeat. Thanks to Team Crazy Late. And until next time, be good, but not too good. Good night. You did it. You did it. Fantastic. So wonderful. Thank you.
When I was a little kid, boy, would you mind going to the store? I know you wanna go get your hot balls and live it here. I said, Graham, that's fine. What you want me to do? Boy, sit down, take this money. I tell you, Graham, jam. Recipe I need to achieve this evening consists of bread and jam. Get up off your ass. I said, Graham, that don't make any sense.